Hey YouTubers, this is Matthias, the Meerschaum man. On a wonderful Wednesday evening, smoking my 1950s Meerschaum Churchwarden. A little bit of cherry bean from Big Star Cigar that they sent me for being a runner-up in naming this blend. I think cherry bean is a fantastic name for it. I was throwing out a ton of Lord of the Rings type names, and wasn't quite what they're looking for, but they loved them all, so they're being very generous to me and sent me a little sample. It's really good. You can definitely taste the cherry and the vanilla mixed together, so it's a good blend if you like aromatics, and I do. So, especially the cherry kind, that's my thing. I haven't smoked a Meerschaum in many months because of the weather. It's so cold here in Cleveland that I'm afraid to smoke them, because I'm out in the man cave, which is detached from my house. We do have a heater, gas, but I don't keep it on very high, about 50, 55, and so I'm just afraid that that's just the temperature swing will be too much. But it's been kind of warm. It was super warm today. It's really cold again outside. That wind just picks up off the lake. So it's about 30 again, which isn't terrible. So I figured if I'm going to smoke some cherry bean, I might as well be in the pipe that I only smoke cherry in, which is this pipe right here. And my beauty. My baby. Hope everybody's having a good week. Definitely here too. Something really exciting that's going on this week is that tomorrow is Thursday. It's our last day of school. This week we have daytime conferences for our parents who can be there during the day on Friday. And tomorrow I've been asked to guest teach in a class that's a combined history and English class in two periods for 2 credits. It's a very upper level class, and they do a lot of discussion and get speakers on various topics, and they ask questions and write papers. And I was asked to present for the religion portion of their class, doing literature for religion and history of religion. On the Christianity side, with kids from my school. And so there'll be maybe 40 kids in the class all together for 2 periods. Looking forward to it. I think the first half I'm going to do a little overview of kind of Old Testament and where it breaks off with even Islam, for instance, and then up to Christ, and then from Christ forward, talking about why I believe the Bible is true, 100% true, and to take it literal, and then how that proceeds to the Reformation with Luther to Calvin, and then how that came here to the United States of America, and how my church, where I'm a pastor, going to be ordained March the 3rd. Really exciting. And how our church fits in the grand scheme of that. And then on the second hour, I'm going to be talking about some of the things that I've done and how that has impacted my life from being a teenager because my dad was a pastor, up to actually traveling with John Jacobs and the power team for a while, which is really fun. And my master's degree in theology, which is abnormal for a teacher in a public school. And all of the camps and seminars and conferences that I used to speak at quite regularly. And so just kind of bring them up to speed on that in my life, and then have a Q&A session where they've already prepared some questions for me, I believe. So I am really looking forward to that, to be honest with you. And then tomorrow night, I am heading out to go to a conference. It's not very far away. It's actually pretty local. But very excited about that. So good stuff for this weekend. We have a gentleman coming to our church on Sunday. He is a wonderful man. He one of his ministries that he does, he used to be the worship pastor and associate pastor at a church with Lance Quinn, and Lance Quinn is now the associate pastor with John MacArthur. And we know Dr. Quinn as well. He's been at our church. I'm only saying that because this man who's coming, Todd Murray, Pastor Murray is going to. He does a whole huge series on Amazing Grace and John Newton, and he has rewritten the music to a lot of his songs and kind of portrays his life, and has a huge score that he goes around and does and preaches. And he did that at our church a couple years ago, and he's actually going to be ministering to us his testimony and song this Sunday, and then preaching in the worship hour. So a lot of good things here. Busy week. The kids were sick this week. Strep going around, but I think that's done with. Thank goodness. Good to see David, Burleyman 40, smoking the old pipe pops today on his birthday. So, give a shout out to David and Mark making change, and Amber, and old pipe pops. It was his birthday today. So, one last shout out before I'm done. Joffrey the Giant, Joffrey Swait, Jay Swizzle, was blessed today with a brand new baby girl, Mara. And she's beautiful. They had her at home. So within hours of birth, he had her on a video and just chilling at their house. Well, what a great thing that is. And I'm glad it worked out for them. God definitely was with them and their family. And no pipe pops for him. I guess I'll just leave it at that. God bless.